2016 PGA Merchandise Show. We're with Michael Vrska, and we're talking about technology, how far it can be pushed. Has it been maxed out? Let's start with drivers.
Sure.
Is driver technology maxed out, or where else can it go?
I don't think it's maxed out at all. I mean, the USGA does put in a little bit of a box from a CT and size standpoint, but we're still experimenting with different materials, different faces, and how to use them. You know, you think about our driver versus driver show and some of the things that might come out of that. So the driver is maybe the one that's most boxed in, but I want to be very clear, it's not boxed in. From an adjustability standpoint, from a material standpoint, if people get a little more creative, and I think we're doing a good job of that with some things, you're going to continue to see drivers evolve and improve. So are you going to see a driver increase in 6 months? Probably not, but if you take a driver that's 3 years old, you're giving up distance. You're giving up forgiveness, no doubt. The demo day was yesterday. I had a guy come in and said he loved his driver that was 7 years old. He's giving up a lot of distance and a lot of forgiveness. And that's really what it comes into is when we design golf clubs, we want to make the game better. We want you to hit it further. We want to make it more accurate. We want to feel better. We want to make it more adjustable. Some combination of those. So a product may just move adjustability forward. A product may move distance forward or forgiveness. Those really revolutionary products are moving many of those forward together.
Moving from drivers, let's talk about irons.
Sure.
Wilson has some great technology into their new irons. We've seen other companies tweak some things, moving weight from hosels to the back, adjusting lofts. What do you see with iron technology? Where can that go, and how big of a leap forward has it come just in the last 10 years?
Well, I'm very proud of what we've done, and not to go into it now, but the C200 is that true revolution. So I think the key with irons, and it's something we do all the time, is you take a step back. You know, people know what a good-looking 5-iron is. You know, and Wilson has an incredible history of more majors won and all that. So we want to make our irons, you know, pleasing, and boy, you look it down, and that's what the look is. But how do you incorporate technology into that? And you know, different manufacturing techniques, whether it's casting or forging, is really continue to improve, and that's where a lot of the innovation comes from. We can now do things that we physically couldn't do 2 years ago. We can move mass in ways that is going to increase ball speed or make a club significantly more forgiving at the same size. You know, people might need more forgiveness, but maybe they don't want to look at a club that's a larger golf club. They need super game improvement, but they don't really want that look. So how do we get something in a mid-sized package that has great forgiveness? How do we take a forging and add real distance-enhancing technology? That's happening. We're doing that right now, and we're going to continue to do that going forward.
Again, just touching on the irons, you know, lofts have definitely changed, and I know why it's changed, because of weight properties. Can you help explain that to somebody who might not understand as much? They just say, look at this extra distance. It's coming from stronger lofts, but really that's more of a byproduct of what else is happening.
Yeah, I think you need to go company by company basis, because I not to badmouth anyone, but I do think there are some people who are guilty of just jacking the lofts, changing the color, and say, here's a new iron that's longer. The real difference is understanding what spec change is happening and what technology changes are happening. And there's both happening in the industry. Technology changes are great. That's moving the ball forward. I'd like to think we're doing that, but other companies are doing that as well. But there are some who just do jack the lofts, add a ½ inch, and saying our club's longer. You're going to see that if you get fit in launch angle and spin characteristics. So again, get fit. Understand the parameters of your golf club, where you are now and where you're going, and then you can look at the specs. Here's my specs now. Here's my specs. What happened to ball speed, launch angle, and spin rate? Is that technology or is that the specs? And again, do your homework. Understand what those different things are, because it is out there.
Well, the technology changes have been going on for years, and they're going to continue to come, as you hear Michael saying. So reporting from the 2016 PGA Merchandise Show, I'm Dean DiCrescenzo for THP TV.